Hello students, welcome to Eduauraa. My name is Rajni Jha and I'll be taking Sociology optional classes. In today's session, we are going to talk about pressure groups. Pressure groups are also known as interest groups, lobby groups, and protest groups because not a lot of people look at the name pressure groups fondly. It insinuates that there is actual binding pressure exerted to achieve their goals, which is not entirely true. The aim of such groups is to influence people of power and give the general public a platform to fight for the laws they want. In a way, these groups can be seen as middlemen. They work mainly by organizing public campaign, rallies, or by lobbying governments to make changes. Such groups are formed when individuals with similar ideologies, opinions, or occupations come together in unison to achieve a common objective. According to Gabriel Armand, pressure groups can be categorized into 4 broad categories. First, associational groups. Second, non-associational groups. The third, institutional groups. And the fourth, anomic groups. So let's talk about associational groups first of all. These are formed for a definite cause that supports a particular group. They have a distinctive name, headquarters, and a political ideology that reflects the beliefs, values, and characteristics of the people or cause they represent. Second is the non-associational groups. These, on the other hand, lack the formal structure that associational groups follow. Their activity is largely dependent on the social issues at hand, like racial, ethnic, linguistic, and class issues. These groups reflect the largely unvoiced issues related to the sections mentioned above. Institutional groups are primarily formal and comprise individuals from any profession. They perform an important role in countries' legislative process and exist mainly within the government. Lastly, anomic groups are groups that usually originate spontaneously from a particular event. These are generally groups that are rooted in the frustration felt by people and can manifest as protest groups, street riots, student demonstrations, etc. The existence of these groups is to create pressure on the country's existing political system and acts as a voice demanding for rightful change. However, the democratic nature of such groups can be argued against. Certain groups are elite, upper class, privileged individuals, and so the narrative of their issue will reflect the same. They often do not have a system to choose their representatives or leaders, and so the question of who holds the power in such groups is important to contemplate. Pressure groups center themselves around specific interests. Each pressure group, as described above, organizes itself based on the views and interests of the people or cause that they represent. Therefore, all of the members within the group share a common goal and interest. These groups often arise out of increasing pressure and demands on the resources because of the frustration felt by the people of community. It could be because of lack of resources, lack of representation, unfair laws or policies, and so on. They exist to bridge the gap formed by political groups due to their negligence and inadequacy.